Fun English channel, the place where learning English feels natural, simple, and surprisingly fun. I'm Emma, and today's topic is something everyone can relate to, our first time doing something new. And I think it's cool how every viewer here is learning English through their feelings. That's real progress.
And I am Jason, your giant, excited English partner for today's conversation. And yes, today we're diving into a theme that is emotional, funny, inspiring, and absolutely perfect for practicing English.
Your first time doing something can be scary, wonderful, confusing, embarrassing, or even life-changing. And the truth is, these moments help you learn English better because you remember them deeply.
But before we get started, do us a huge favor. Subscribe to Fun English channel, like this video, and share it with someone who's learning English. It takes 2 seconds, and it supports the channel more than you imagine.
Talking about your first-time moments is one of the best ways to improve your English, because these experiences are emotional. When you feel something, you remember the vocabulary. Personal. You connect the language with your own life. Clear and structure. There's a beginning, a middle, and a lesson. Perfect for past tense. You naturally use verbs like tried, went, learned, felt, saw, met. Universal. Everyone has first-time stories, so the conversation feels natural and relatable.
Exactly. When you tell a story about the first time I cooked or the first time I traveled alone, you automatically use English in a simple, powerful way.
Let's warm up with important vocabulary. Repeat after me. First time. Experience. Memory. Moment. Excited. Nervous. Scared. Curious. Surprised.
Now, useful verbs. Try, learn, discover, travel, meet, improve, fail, practice.
And now, useful expressions. It was new for me. I didn't know what to expect. I remember it clearly. I was nervous at first. I learned something important. It changed me.
Great warm-up. Very important vocabulary for today. All right, Emma, give the people what they want. Tell us about one of your first-time experiences.
Okay, my story is about the very first time I stepped onto a real movie set, the Harry Potter set. I was only 9 years old. I remember walking into a huge studio filled with lights, cameras, props. Everyone was moving, preparing, talking. It felt like entering another world. Then someone handed me a wand and said, "Stand here, Emma." And suddenly, I understood. This wasn't a dream. This was real. When I tried my first line, I whispered it because I was so nervous. The director smiled and said, "Emma, you can speak louder. Don't worry, you're doing great."
Hermione Granger whispering? I can't imagine it.
It's true. I was shy, overwhelmed, and excited all at the same time. But that day taught me something. Your first time doing something will never be perfect, but it will always teach you a lesson. Now, vocabulary from Emma's story. Movie set, lights, camera, props, whisper, nervous, overwhelmed, director, and realize. Jason, your turn. Tell us a first-time story that only you would experience.
Well, I've got plenty. But let's go with my first time surfing, because it was a complete disaster. I saw a huge wave and thought, I'm Jason, I can handle this. The ocean disagreed. I jumped on the board, the wave lifted me like a hero, then flipped me like a pancake. I rolled under the water, I swallowed half the ocean. I saw a seagull looking at me like, really, dude?
Do seagulls actually look disappointed?
This one did, and it hurt my feelings. But I got up, tried again, failed again, and eventually I learned. Now surfing is one of my favorite things in the world.
A dramatic beginning with a brave ending. Vocabulary from Jason's story. Wave, surfboard, flip, roll, swallow water, try again, disaster, chaotic.
Repeat after me. The first time I tried, the first time I went, the first time I saw, I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I will never forget it. It was scary at first, but I learned.
Now, in simple, natural sentences. The first time I drove a car, I was shaking. The first time I traveled alone, I felt nervous. The first time I cooked rice, I burned everything. The first time I met my best friend, I was shy.
These phrases are perfect for telling personal stories. Here is the easiest way to structure a first-time story. Step 1, introduce it. The first time I traveled alone. Step 2, describe your emotion. I was excited but scared. Step 3, describe what happened. I got lost twice. Step 4, describe the lesson. I learned to stay calm and ask for help.
This simple formula works for every story. Short, clear, natural. Repeat. The first time I cooked. The first time I drove. The first time I tried sushi. The first time I went to the gym. The first time I spoke English with a native speaker.
Now, short stories. The first time I cooked, I burned the food. The first time I drove, I was nervous. The first time I spoke English, I was shy. Great practice.
Emma, do you remember the first time you tried coffee?
Yes, I hated it. I thought it tasted like burnt water.
The first time I tried coffee, I drank 5 cups. I didn't sleep for 48 hours.
Never do that again.
I regret nothing.
Let's expand your emotional vocabulary. Repeat after me. I was embarrassed. I felt proud. I was confused. I felt brave. I was shocked. I felt relieved.
Now let's add simple reasons. I felt proud because I finished it. I was embarrassed because everyone saw me fall. I was shocked because it happened so fast. I felt brave because I tried something new. I felt relieved because it was finally over.
Great job! Learning emotional vocabulary helps you make your stories more interesting and natural. Listen carefully. The first time I tried to cook dinner, I burned the rice. I was embarrassed, but I didn't give up. The second time, I read the recipe slowly, and the food was delicious.
Now repeat these parts. I burned the rice. I didn't give up. I read the recipe slowly. The food was delicious.
Excellent! Short sentences like these are perfect for practicing comprehension and pronunciation. Let's practice a natural conversation. Repeat after us. Do you remember your first time traveling alone? Yes, I was nervous but excited. Did anything go wrong? Yes, I took the wrong bus. How did you feel? A little stressed, but I learned a lot.
Very good. This is how real conversation sounds at an intermediate level. Simple, clear, and emotional. Here's a quick one. The first time I went to the gym as a teenager, I tried to lift weights way too heavy for me. I lifted the bar, my arms shook, I made a strange noise like a confused dolphin, and the bar didn't move at all.
A confused dolphin?
Yes, not my proudest moment, but that first time taught me something important. Start small, grow slowly, don't make dolphin noises in public.
Great life advice, Jason. My turn. The first time I gave a speech in front of a large audience, my hands were shaking so much that I couldn't hold the microphone still. But after the first few sentences, something changed. I could feel people listening. I could feel the connection. And suddenly, I felt brave. That moment taught me that courage doesn't mean not being afraid. It means doing it anyway.
Beautifully said, and very true.
Let's revisit the formula. Repeat after me. 1. Introduce it. The first time I tried. 2. Add emotion. I was nervous but excited. 3. Describe what happened. I made a mistake, but I kept going. 4. Add the lesson. I learned something important.
Perfect! Use this structure every time you talk about your past.
Repeat these expressions. At first, in the beginning, suddenly, then, after that, in the end, finally.
These words help you tell longer, more fluent stories. Here's an example. At first, I was nervous. Then I tried it. After that, I felt more confident. In the end, it was an amazing experience.
Simple but effective. Jason, do you remember the first time you spoke English for an interview?
Oh, yes. I forgot half of my vocabulary, invented 3 words, and smiled a lot.
What were the invented words?
Strongly fantastic power energy. Still waiting for the dictionary to accept it.
Let's hope they don't.
Your turn. Do you remember the first time you traveled alone?
Absolutely. I got on the wrong train twice, but it was one of the most meaningful experiences of my early life. Repeat after us. I was nervous at first. I learned something new. I will never forget that moment. I tried, I failed, and I tried again. It changed me.
Great repetition. Repetition is what builds fluency, not perfection.
Jason, I think talking about first-time experiences reminds us that learning, whether it's language, sports, art, or life, is always about beginning before you feel ready.
Exactly. Your first time doing anything feels scary, confusing, exciting, but it's also the moment you grow the most.
And I hope everyone watching today feels a little braver about trying new things, especially practicing English.
Yes, and I think this is a good moment to wrap up today's episode. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Fun English channel so you never miss our next English conversation lesson.
And if today's video helped you learn something new or made you smile, please give it a big like. It truly supports the channel and helps other learners find us.
And tell us in the comments, what is one first-time experience you will never forget? We read every comment, and they always brighten our day.
Thank you for learning with us. We're proud of your progress. Keep practicing, keep growing, keep believing in yourself.
Bye for now.